So today we're going to talk about the normal random variable. So today we're going to talk about also the normal curve. So usually in life, if you take an exam, if your class takes an exam, usually if this is the scores, this is the high score and these are the lowest score, these are the highest scores. Usually kaunti lang ang yung high scores, kaunti rin ang makakuha ng lowest scores. Usually ang mga scores rin ay nasa gitna. So if you're going to put that in a line graph, ganito ang mangyayari. Also with the riches, yung kayamanan sa mundo, many are poor, but few are very poor, few are very rich, and there are many who are in the middle. So if you're going to do that, to put that in a curve, usually, or in a line graph, usually it looks like this, which is a bell, which is a normal curve. So this is what we call the normal curve. These are the properties. The normal curve is a bell shaped, so it looks like a bell. Next, the curve is symmetrical about its center. This means that if we draw a segment from the peak of the curve down to the horizontal axis, the segment divides the normal curve into two equal parts or areas. So if we're going to divide it like this, I hope, imagine this is perfectly normal curve, a perfect normal curve. So if you're going to divide this into half, this part looks the same with the other part. So that's symmetrical. Next, the mean, median, and mode coincide at the center. So this is the center, the mean, the median, and mode coincide in here. So the result would be the same. So example, if this is 20, so the mean is 20, and the median and the mode are also 20. This also means that in a normal distribution, or a distribution described by a normal curve, the mean, median, mode are equal. Number 4, the width of the curve is determined by the standard deviation of the distribution. So we're going to talk about that later. So example, if there will be example later. Number 5, the tails of the curve are plotted in both directions and flatten out indefinitely along the horizontal axis. So the tail are thus asymptotic to the baseline, a portion of the graph that is asymptotic to a reference axis, or another graph is called an asymptote, always approaching another but never touching it. So this is at the end, it's extend indefinitely. So there might be an arrow in here and it extend indefinitely, but it doesn't reach this line. It doesn't reach this one, it doesn't touches it. It only extend, it approaches it, but hindi niya tinatouch. So that means this line is its asymptote. So number 6, the total area under the normal curve is 1. This means that the normal curve represents the probability, or the proportion, or the percentage associated with the specific sets of measurement values. So the area in here, if you're going to get the area in here, it's 1. So if you're going to cut this into half, the area in this side is 0.5 and the area on this side is 0.5. That's a probability that you're going to get a low score lower than the mean. It's 0.5 or 50%. The probability that you're going to get a score higher than the mean or median and mode, it's 0.5, because the area here is 0.5. So it means that the probability is 0.5 or 50%. So to better understand it, there's also what we call the standard normal distribution. This is a normal curve, normal distribution, but there is also the standard normal distribution. It is called standard normal distribution because if this is the mean, the mean is 0. So 1 SD here, 2 SD, 3 SD. So this is the first 1 SD from the mean to the right, to standard deviation to the mean to the right, and 3. So there's also the -1, -2, -3. Ano bang ibig sabihin ng -1? So it's -1 because it's to the left of the mean, and 1 standard deviation. So this is 1 standard deviation from the mean, 2 standard deviations from the mean, 3 standard deviation from the mean. So that's the values of x. So if it is x and y axis, so this could be the origin. So 1, 2, 3, that's from to the right, and -1, 2, -3 to the left. This is a standard normal distribution where the standard deviation is 1, so 1 here, so it's 1 unit, and the mean is 0. That's the standard normal distribution. There are the areas. So it was given a while ago that the areas are the total area in this normal curve is 1. So if in here, if it is from -1 to +1, the total area is 68%, or 68% or 0.68. So the area here, itong area dito, that's 0.68. So ibig sabihin, ang area dito is 0.34, and this side, from this side to this side, ang area naman from this side to this side is 0.34. If you're going to add them, it's 0.64. Ibig sabihin, ang area from -1 to +1 is 0.68. If it is from -2 to +2, sorry, if it is from -2 to +2 now, so include this, the area from this side to this side is only 13.50% or 0.1350. So 0.1350. So it means that the total area in here is 95%, or the total area is 0.95. That's the total area. And the next is, if it is from 3, so 3 na tayo, from +3 to -3, the total area is 0.997 or 99.70%. So it means that it's here 2.35% or 0.235. From 2 to 3, from -2 to -3, it's 0.235%. So that's the area, the distribution of the 1. So yung sobra ng 1, nandito yan sa gilid ni 3 at saka na -3. So because it's 99.7, so yung 0.3% is yun siya ang dito sa from the left of -3 and to the right of +3. So example, if the mean is 0, in here the mean is 0, but if you have taken your grades in math, tapos ang mean is 87, so halos lahat nakakuha ng 87, tapos this is 1 SD, and when you solve the standard deviation is 4. Ibig sabihin yan, the next value here, 1 SD from the mean 87 is +4, which is 91. So 2 SD plus 4 again, 95. That's 99. So in here, bawasan mo ng 1 SD, so -83. So bawasan mo ng 4, 79. Bawasan mo ng 4, 75. So that's the score. So based on the question, what percent of the scores are between 83 and 91? 83 and 91. So ilan yung nakakuha ng scores na 83 to 91? So as what we have said a while ago, this is 0 from -1 to +1 is 0.68 or 68%. So this is 68%. So between 83 and 91, ang nakakuha is 68%. 1% of the scores are between 79 and 95. 79 and 95, that's 95%. So -2 to +2, that's 95%. The next question is, what percent of score is lower than 95? What percent of score is lower than 95? This is 95. What percent is this? Yung mas mababa sa 95. Itong mas bababa sa 95, ibig sabihin kasama itong sa gilid ni -3. So, as we all know, This would be because this is 0 point, we need also the value here in the left of -3. How are we going to get that? Because ang result is what I have said a while ago. If this is 3 and this is past -3, this is 99.7%. Ibig sabihin, merong 0.3%. Ibig sabihin, paghatian nila yung dalawa, which is 0.15% in here, this is 0.15% in here. So this is 0.15, 0.15. So that's 0.15% or 0.0015%, So to answer this, below 95, so let's have this first. Below 95, 13.5. Ang area naman nito is 0.34. Area nito is 0.34. This side is this is percent, 0.135. This one is 0.135. Area naman nito is 0.235 plus area of this is 0.0015. So what you're going to do is add them. 0.135 plus 0.34 plus 0.34 plus 0.135 plus 0.235 plus 0.0015. That's, why is it 0.135 plus 0.34 plus 0.34 plus 0.135 plus 0.235 plus, sorry, this should be 0.0, sorry, 0.235 plus 0.0015, that's 0.975 or 97.5%. So that's 97.5% of the scores are lower than 95. Other process for this one is actually you could solve this by subtracting, because the total area is 1, you could subtract 1 minus 0.0235 minus 0.0015. So the result would be still the same, 0.935. Kasi nga lower siya nitong 95. So ito, because this is 1, bawasan mo nito, that's the also result. So what if there's a region under the normal curve? We're going to solve the regions under normal curve. So this is, diba, 0. This is 0. So we're going to find the area to the left of -1.35. So the left of -1.35. So diba this is 0, this is 1. So ang 1.35 nandito siya the side, -1.35. Then make a line, and then after that making a line, you're going to solve for you're going to shade the area to the left of -135. So this is to the left. So this is the area. So we're going to find the area. So dito, ang alam lang natin na ang area this 1. Kapag 1, it's 0.135 plus ito to the left niya. So that's easy. That's quite easy for that. So however, if we don't know the result for -1.35. We only know the result for the whole value, which is 1, -1. So in here, what we're going to do is we have a table. This table will tell us what the area to the left of the z-score. The z-score is the -1.35. where is negative 1.35? Hanapin mo yun na yung sa gilid because it's negative 1.35, diba? Negative 1.35. Hanapin mo muna dito si negative 1.3. Negative 1.3. So, saan? This is positive. So, we're going to look at another table. So, negative 1.3. So, ito si negative 1.3. Hanapin mo si that 0.5. Negative 135. Hanapin mo si 5. Si 5 sa taas. So, the area is this one. 0.0. Negative 0.08851. Because this one will tells us the area to the left. So because this is negative 135, so the area to the left is negative 0.08851. Next, what if to the right? So not to the right of negative 1.35. So this is negative 1.35. Make a line to the right. So we know ang left niyan is 0.08851. So to the right, it means that we're going to, because the total area is 1, bawasan mo ng yung score na nakuha mo doon. So the score that you have get from there is 0. Yung z-score na doon is 0.08851. So just subtract that using the calculator or manually. So 1 minus 0.08851, that's 0.91149. So this is the area to the right of negative 135. So if it is again to the right, so 1 minus yung score nito na nakuha mo sa table. Next question is if it is between. Kapag between negative 1.35 and positive 1.35, so we know that it's in negative 1.35. We're going to get also the results for positive 1.35. So this side is the positive. We know that the area here for the negative 1.35 is 0.08851. Next is between. This is between. So next is the positive 1.35. So if we're going to take a look at the table, the positive 1.35 is positive 135. So hanapin mo si 13 dito, si 13. This is 13. Hanapin mo si 0.05 sa taas. So 135 kasi 135, so it means that it's 0.91149. 0.91149. What you're going to do in here kapag between, itong ito siya, minus mo nito. So itong mas malaki, minus mo dito. Minusan mo ng maliit. Minus 0.08851. So if you're going to subtract that, minus 0.08851, you can see it. That's it. The answer is 0.82298. So that's the area in between. So just to clarify it again, so to give you a better figure for that normal curve, so this is the normal curve for the first one. So if it is from 0 to 1, that's 0.34. The area from 1 to 2, that's 0.135, so on and so forth. So you may take a screenshot if you like.